A new Premier Padel season is starting, and that means we're finally gonna see points like this again. But there are a lot of questions ahead of this new season. Will Coello and Tapia be able to keep dominating like they did in 2024? What will happen if Galan cannot manage to beat Coello and Tapia? Will Ale start looking for a new partner? In fact, Coello Tapia and Chingotto Galan are the only two top 8 pairs that are still playing together. So how will Stupa Lebron, Coqui Yanguas or Dineno Garrido perform? And most importantly, where can you watch Premier Padel for free this year? Hello everyone, I'm Pablo and I welcome you to a new 4Set. First things first, subscribe to the channel right now if you've been missing Premier Padel. But don't worry, because the season starts today in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It also started there in 2024, and even though it's hard to believe, that tournament was the last one Lebron and Galan won together against Coello and Tapia. And to see how much things can change, at the start of the 2024 season we have pairs like Paquito Sanyo, Chingotto Momo, the Super Pibes or Garrido Yanguas. So every season pairs start the year with dreams, with goals that end up breaking apart. So in that 2024 season, some players started ranking very low and didn't finish that way. Livac, Augsburger and Chozas climbed over 80 positions each, and Cardona moved up 43, just to name a few. And in fact, Livac, Cardona and Augsburger are the 3 youngest players in the top 50 along with Jose Jimenez. On the other hand, the most veteran players currently in the top 50 are Sancho, Maxi, Javi Ruiz and Paquito Navarro. But let's talk about something really important, the pair rankings. And let's remember that the top 4 pairs don't face each other until the semifinals. So, 8th position for Edu Alonso and Alex Arroyo with 7,182 points. Both are 23 years old and they have been playing together for a long time since they competed as kids. Edu's progress last year was incredible, and he could be one of those players a top-ranked guy calls in case of a breakup. 7th position for Paquito Bergamini with 8,565 points. Paco had 3 different partners last season and didn't reach a single final, making it his first year without a title since 2014. And for me, Lucas is one of the most underrated players out there, and this season he's facing the biggest challenge of his career. Don't forget that Paco is turning 36 today, so could this be one of his last seasons at the highest level? Well, I have to admit that I really want to hear that guitar sound again like we were used to. 6th position for Momo and John Sand with 10,465 points. They haven't made much noise, but both Momo and John Sand finished last season playing at the highest level of their careers. They are 2 fast, young and ambitious players, and something very important, they commit to long-term projects. Coached by Gabi Reca, I think they are the dark horses to pull off big results this season, so does anyone else agree? 5th position for Garrido Dineno with 13,085 points. Well, they are back together after 2019, aiming to rediscover their essence. Because after splitting with Stupa, Dineno experimented with Lebron playing on the left in a season where he had nothing to lose. But Martin needs more, and this season he's going back to what works best for him, having a very offensive player by his side. As for Garrido, this is the most ambitious project of his career, and we will see if he can rise to the occasion. 4th position for Yanguas Coqui with 13,270 points. Another 2.0 project, but this one has the most unique playing style of them all, because they combine the most solid backhand player with the right side player that generates the most winners. And Coqui now has to believe he can beat anyone after what happened in Barcelona, and Yanguas defeated Galan twice last season. 3rd position for Stupa and Lebron with 16,595 points. On paper, they are the strongest new pair of all, bringing together 2 powerhouses who have never played together before. Juan's return to the right is one of the key reasons to believe in this pair, as he is one of the few players capable of beating Coello in cross-court battles. And if they get a good results quickly and build high confidence, they could be very dangerous. But I wonder, can Lebron become number 1 again? Well, second position for Team Galan with 25,510 points. Obviously, they are the clearest contenders to take over the number 1 spot. Last year, they paired up overnight and made 14 consecutive finals, something unheard of. They needed a break to recover motivation and a full preseason to fine-tune their game. Galan reached his best form last year but didn't become number 1. So what will happen if he fails to do it in this season with Fede? And first position for Coello Tapia with 39,160 points. Their lead over Galan is 14,000, which seems impossible to overcome. But let's remember that the ranking is based on point defense, meaning their second half of the year was perfect, and that is where the most points will be at stake. Though honestly, I think the most important thing is the race, where every player starts from 0 right now. But obviously, Coello and Tapia are the clear favorites to finish as number 1 this season. And as I said before, every season sees Premier changes sooner or later. And there is one obvious pair that could trigger a tsunami: Chingotto, Galan. I understand both of them aspire to finish the year as number 1, but what if midway through the season they find themselves far from achieving it? Ale might consider splitting up, and that will open up an interesting range of possibilities. Dineno will be the safe bet, offering a similar playing style to Chingotto. Jaguas will be the riskier but higher reward choice since he generates more winners. And finally, a possible comeback with Lebron? I don't think so, to be honest, but this is professional padel. And believe me that I don't want Team Galan to split up, but I would love for you to comment below which pairs you think will finish the season together and which ones won't. These pairs have played 2 main preseason events, the Reserve Cup and the Hexagon Cup. In the Reserve Cup, we saw the first Coello Tapia versus Team Galan, where the latter managed to come back and win, a possible morale boost. Because even if it was just an exhibition, coming back from vacation and beating your biggest rivals must feel great. Meanwhile, the Hexagon Cup failed by laying down a purple sand carpet that was extremely slippery, leading to Tapia's injury. So I wonder, will Tapia be fully fit for the start of the season? Because yes, the season has already begun. Starting today, Monday, the first tournament of the season is underway, though the best players in the world will debut on Tuesday. But Pablo, can I watch Premier Padel 2025 season for free? Yes, just like last year, all matches from quarterfinals onward will be exclusively on Red Bull TV, and early rounds will be on Premier Padel YouTube channel. And since Saudi Arabia is a Muslim country, the final will be on Saturday at 3 PM local time in Riyadh. And I don't know about you, but the first tournaments always bring surprises. And especially considering Riyadh's court is outdoors and one of the fastest of the year during the day. It is true that at night the pace slows down a bit, but it remains a fast court. This first tournament of the season has given us this bracket with the following possible matchups. On one side of the draw, we are most likely to see Coello Tapia in the semis against the winner of the Coquillanguas vs Navarro Bergamini quarterfinals match, one of the new matches that could happen this season. But the other side of the draw is perhaps more difficult to predict. Because in the quarterfinals, we could see a Stupa Lebron vs Garrido Dineno and a Team Galan vs Momo John Sanz. And we cannot forget that there are also Asburger Cardona, Libac Tello or Alonso Arroyo that in a fast court can be very dangerous. The season is starting in Riyadh, so who do you think will win? What will be the key to this season? Thank you so much for watching the video, don't forget to subscribe and see you in the next one. Ciao!